Hello everybody, it is me, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and today I'm going to be doing a little explaining on how I became a Rwby fan. So, yeah, I bet you guys have been wondering for quite some time how I became a Rwby fan, and why I became a Rwby fan, and when did Oscar X Rwby became like one of my most favorite ships on the series. Well, in the series. Well, I believe it started back when I was still being called Godzilla Earth 2000 King of the Mega Monsters. God, it's been a while since the last time you guys have heard that name. And I was just looking around through the internet, just wondering which video I should watch, and then I clicked on a Godzilla video. I left to go get something to eat, but when I came back, I saw a Rwby video playing. I believe it was volume 6, it was, and I believe it was the last episode. I kind of paid attention for like a couple of seconds, and then I was just like, not interested. And ever since then, I never saw any other videos that were Rwby. And it wasn't until I believe in the middle of 2020, it was after my YouTube channel got deleted, and I began my new channel as Super Godzilla Final Wars God of all the Monsters. And I was just kind of messing around on the internet for a bit, looking for stuff to watch, and then Rwby Volume 9, I'm preview, just popped out, and I just kind of looked around for a bit, and just decided, you know what the hell, I'll watch it. Then I watched it, and then that was just it. So with my curiosity getting the better of me, I decided to, why not, take a step further and watch more of Rwby. I started to watch all the other previous volumes, from Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4, because those were like the only volumes that were kind of allowed to have full episodes, because all the other volumes were apparently not allowed to have like full long episodes. So, yeah. So I decided to watch some reactions of the other volumes, like Volume 5, 6, and 8. 7 was available to watch, so that was good. So I decided to become a Rwby fan. And immediately, Ruby Rose became my #1 favorite character, along with Oscar Pine. Oscar Pine became another favorite character of mine, and I kind of love the interactions between Oscar and Rwby. And yeah, that was when I began my new road as a Rwby fan. I was no longer just a Godzilla Dinosaur, Transformers, Attack on Titan, Dragon, Fairy Tail, Tokyo Ghoul, and yeah, I was no longer just those fans anymore. I was now a fan of Rwby now. And I almost loved every single volume. And there were a few problems, but I'll explain that when I get my review for Rwby started, so... And of course, just like every other Rwby fan, I was a little impatient on waiting for Rwby Volume 9. And I just kind of started looking around through the internet. I saw like a lot of interesting fan art and ideas on what's going to happen in Volume 9, which was a really interesting idea, mainly because I saw like a lot of people theorizing that Neo's going to help them to find a way to get out, or something else like that, and they might deal with dinosaurs. That one I found more interesting, and I'll be like, oh my god, if Rwby ever add dinosaurs, if Rooster Teeth ever add dinosaurs in Rwby, I would freaking love them forever. I would freaking be in their debt. But unfortunately, that turned out not to be the truth, because apparently Team Rwby decided to went in a fairy tale world, and yeah, things just kind of went downhill really quickly. But yes, I love Rwby, and I loved every single episode of it, and every single season, and there were just a lot of cool, funny moments, and again, I just loved on how the way it was just turned out, and I love on how the story was written too, for almost every single volume. Even though most people may have problems with it, because I saw a few people who did not like on how the way Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 turned out. But me personally, I think they were okay. I think they were put together well, good. And not only that, but I also do agree that certain volumes do have a few problems that should have been fixed. But besides all that, I think the other volumes did okay. I think they did a good job. And when Volume 9 was released, I was really happy, and I was really excited, so I immediately started watching episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Although, as you already know from my other video, when I got done watching episode 7, I was just like, I don't want to watch it anymore. I don't want to watch it. So I had Super Burning Godzilla to watch the last. I had him to watch the last 3 episodes for me to see if they were good or not. And of course, episode 8 was not good. It was just flat out dark. Episode 9 was okay, and episode 10 kind of redeemed the whole series to me. To me, episode 10 redeemed the whole season of Volume 9, and I'm pretty sure all of you can understand why that is. It was mainly on how episode 7, 8, and 9 kind of turned out. But again, episode 10 redeemed the whole series, well, the whole season, and I am really grateful for that. And I believe the number one character we don't know a whole lot about is Summer. I feel like we need to get more information about Summer Rose. And yeah, I just feel like we need to get more information about her. Like I would love to see a flashback scene on how Summer became Ty's new sort of wife. Because I know they're not married. I know that, but on how the way they acted in episode 10 of Rwby Volume 9, they almost acted like husband and wife. And how did she and Ty end up having a relationship and end up leaving up to having Rwby? I would have loved to see a good flashback. I'm pretty sure everyone wants to see that. And I also find it confusing on how people theorize that Crow is Ruby's father because Rwby had no relations to her father, which I just kind of find that flat out dumb. Because if Rwby was related to Crow, she would be an alcoholic, and I'm pretty sure Crow wouldn't allow her to drink even if she became an adult. But still, and she would have had the ability to turn into a bird. So, yeah. And I kind of explained that in why I ship Crow and Winter. So, yeah. And I personally would like to see more interactions between Rwby and Oscar for Rwby Volume 9. Or not Volume 9. Rwby Volume 10. I hope we get somewhat a romantic scene between those two. Not like a little date scene, but just kind of a scene where they almost kiss, but someone interrupted them. I would love to see that. I would just love to see that. So, yeah. Now you guys know why I became a Rwby fan and how I became a Rwby fan. So, yeah. And now you also know the reason why I like Oscar and Rwby as a little couple. Even though I did explain in my why I ship video, but still. So, yeah. Hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, everyone.